Welcome to the Amazing Northeast Diaries. Northeast of India is blessed with some amazingly beautiful places and a rich cultural heritage. A tourism hotspot for adventure lovers and a one-stop destination to different kinds of natural habitats and forests. Home to soaring mountains, hills and valleys, and some of the most unique tribes of the world living in these heavenly places. The entire northeastern region is also home to some exotic delicacies and heavenly music. But one common passion runs through the veins of every resident of the 8 northeastern states, and that is football. Home to some of the most successful football teams of India, one club which rules the roost in the northeast is Shillong Lajong Football Club. Shillong Lajong have players from almost every state of the northeast, and that's where we come in. Now, as we move forward with the episodes, we will also move from one state to another, and footballers of the respective northeastern states will anchor the show. Let's meet our anchors from the beautiful state of Sikkim, Phurba Lachenpa and Kunjang Bhutia. Both these talented footballers hail from the northern part of Sikkim, which is arguably the most beautiful part of the state. Not just limited to the north, this state has a lot to offer in all directions. In no time, Phurba reached the designated spot which Kunjang had told him about. They were all set to begin their journey and take us through their beautiful state. Phurba Lachenpa is a former goalkeeper of Shillong Lajong and is the proud member of the team that won the prestigious Shillong Premier League. He was associated with Real Kashmir for the 2019-20 season and is now playing for Mumbai City FC, but went on to become a goalkeeper. He was a part of Shillong Lajong in the year 2014-15 and then also went on to represent other clubs like NUFC, ATK, Fateh Hyderabad, Churchill Brothers, Hyderabad FC and Bengaluru United. It was now time for them to begin this epic journey called the Amazing Northeast Diaries. Northeast is truly amazing. So much to offer, so much to share. Our voyage continues as we begin our journey to explore one of the 8 gems of the Northeast, the land of snow lions, the stunning Himalayan state of Sikkim. Our first destination was the famous Gangtok situated in the capital of Sikkim, the beautiful Gangtok. Summer and spring seasons are the most popular tourist seasons of this beautiful city. Many of Gangtok's residents are employed directly and indirectly in the tourism industry, with many residents owning and working in the hotel industry and many in other associated sectors.
Let's start our journey from famous Gangtok and Hanuman Tok.
कुछ लोगों को शायद मालूम नहीं होगा टॉक का मतलब मंदिर.
The speciality about these locations are it can provide you with humongous views from the top.
Gangtok is located at an altitude of 6,500 feet. Tourists come here not only to offer prayers to Lord Ganesh, but also to soak in the view that it offers on the other side of the temple. Kunjang and Phurba too offered their prayers and sought the blessings of Lord Ganesh for a fruitful journey around the state. The best start that they could have asked for. Next to the Ganesh temple is the enclosed viewing lounge with glass panels. The balcony around is even better for the views. You can see the entire town of Gangtok, rolling hills, clouds like cotton balls and the snow-capped mountains, including Kanchenjunga, but only on a clear sunny day. Perched at an altitude of 7,200 feet and located at a distance of 11 kilometers from Gangtok town is another beautiful temple which is the next destination for the boys.
After Gangtok, now we are here in Hanuman Tok, and especially Hanuman Tok is the highest point in Gangtok.
This place is one of the best locations of Gangtok, and Phurba had mentioned earlier as well that this is also one of the highest points of Gangtok. It is believed by the locals that Lord Hanuman took rest for a moment at this place when he was on his way to Lanka from the Himalayas. He was carrying Sanjeevani herbs to cure Lakshman. In 1968, this entire area was handed over to the Indian Army. It is now maintained and preserved by the units of 17 Mountain Division of the Army. From Hanuman Tok, the boys headed towards a popular spot in the city, the famous Tashi viewpoint.
Now we are here in Tashi viewpoint. In the back, in a clear daylight, we can see Mount Kanchenjunga, third highest peak in the world.
ताशी व्यू पॉइंट हमेशा से मेरा फेवरेट जगह रहा है और ये ताशी व्यू पॉइंट का नाम भी हम लोग का सिक्किम का छोगल के नाम पे रखा है ताशी.
Tashi viewpoint is named after the place Tashi, which is located about 8 kilometers from the Gangtok town. It offers a sweeping view of Kanchenjunga snow peaks on a clear day. In fact, the view of sunrise from here is unforgettable. Taxis are the most widely available public transport within Gangtok. The share of personal vehicles and taxis combined is 98% of Gangtok's total vehicles, a high percentage when compared to other Indian cities. City buses comprise less than 1% of vehicles, and amidst all the modes, we have a unique mode of transport for the residents and the tourists as well.
Right now we are at the unique ropeway of Gangtok. It's one of the kind in Sikkim and you should definitely try this. It covers 1 kilometer in 7 minutes.
अगर आप सिक्किम में आके रोपवे में नहीं चढ़े तो आपका ट्रिप अधूरा है. सो प्लीज़ एक बार आइए, ट्राई कर दीजिए रोपवे में और सीन देख के आपका दिल बहुत खुश हो जाएगा.
The starting point of the ropeway is Deorali Bazaar, which is situated in the heart of the city. Built in the year 2003, it connects the Tashiling Secretariat via Sikkim Legislative Assembly. The visitors can enjoy the panoramic view of the entire city of Gangtok. The ropeway also serves to decongest the city as people can traverse two parts of the city using the ropeway alone. Very close to the ropeway is the famous MG Marg. Marg in Hindi means road and MG here stands for Mahatma Gandhi. The road and the area around it has transformed over the years. It is now more like a long stretch of open mall or boulevard square where locals and tourists take leisure stroll or just sit and relax on one of the many benches laid along both sides of the road to soak in the ambience. The road is lined up with glittering shops, restaurants, cafes and bars on both sides. Both Kunzang and Furba are popular footballers of the region, and that was evident when they kept meeting friends and fans on their way through MG Marg. Many tourists prefer sitting on a roadside restaurant to be a part of the carnival-like atmosphere out here. The annual Gangtok Food and Culture Festival is held here at MG Marg in the month of December. This place is a pedestrian-only zone and vehicles are not allowed on this approximately 1 kilometer stretch of the road. In line with the government's green initiative, all buildings on both sides of this road are painted green. Among many other statues there, about midway is an imposing statue of Mahatma Gandhi. Along with that, there are Victorian lamps along this road. When lit up after dark, the entire place looks magical. Our next destination is a place chosen by the boys themselves. Let's find out more about it.
I want my youths to be more involved into sports and music rather than getting into unwanted things. Hi, my name is Bibesh Gurung and I'm more popularly known as MCP. I'm one of, I would say I'm from the pioneer teams, musician teams of from the hills, and I've just taken over this place Infinity in the month of May, basically to promote more the sports and music culture here in the hills, where I would say rather Sikkim, here in Sikkim. Basically, this would basically give our children the platform to show their talents rather than going to traveling all over to Calcutta and other metropolitan cities. They would have a chance to show their talents here itself in their local city Sikkim, local town Sikkim. And so basically that's my main theme, motive rather. I would request you all to help me with this. I'm here to support, help. So support local, support us, support futsal, and we'll definitely bring a change in Sikkim. So thank you so much.
This is a relatively new concept for the state of Sikkim, but has come up in a big way and is attracting a lot of youngsters. The Infinity Futsal Arena offers some amazing food and beverages along with some really great music. Other than the primary focus, which is on futsal, this place also offers some great recreational activities like video games and chilling over live telecast of football action on large screens.
इन्फिनिटी फुटसाल जो ऐसा जगह है, इधर में हम लोग एज अ फुटबॉलर हम प्री सीजन में जो ऑफ सीजन रहता है हम लोग का 2 महीना 3 महीना, इधर में हम लोग वीकेंड्स आता है इधर में खेलने के लिए. हम लोग को जो फुटसाल खेलता है हम लोग इधर खेलता है और हम लोग इधर में खेल के हमारे पास ज़्यादा फ्रेंड सर्कल होता है. इधर हम लोग एक फ्रेंड सर्कल का टीम है जो हम लोग जो हम लोग का छुट्टी में होता है ऑफ सीजन में आके हम लोग का फ्रेंड सर्कल का हम लोग मैच खेलते हैं, फ्रेंडली मैचेस. और हम लोग इधर में बहुत हम लोग का फ्रेंड ऐसा है कि बहुत टीम है अभी सिक्किम में फुटसाल अभी बहुत फास्ट ग्रोइंग सिक्किम में फुटसाल आ रहा है. अभी हाल ही में बहुत अच्छे तरह से आ रहा है. जो हम लोग का रिसेंटली फुटसाल वर्ल्ड कप में भी सिक्किम से तीन प्लेयर जो हम लोग का सिक्किम का रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है. तो मैं व्यूअर्स को बोलना चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग आइए इधर में हैंग आउट कीजिए. इधर में कॉफ़ी और बाहर में जाकर गेम वेम खेल सकता है.
This is Infinity Futsal. It's in the rooftop and it's one of the kind in Northeast. So like you get everything out here, like recreational games, you can hang out with friends, and it's very first purpose to make this was to keep children out of to taking drugs and all. So like here it's friends hang out, spend time, and even girls can come here to do Zumba and all. So it's a very nice place to hang out.
Furba and Kunzang too played a game, and it was so much fun to see the crowd cheering the players and the players living up to the spirit of the game. One competitive game this was. Footballers from Sikkim are making it big in the national arena, and that is evident from the fact that 3 futsal players, namely Ashwin Rai, Boxer Pradhan and Sanjay Bhutia, had been selected in the Indian team to participate in the Futsal Under-20 World Cup, which was held in Colombia from November 2018. Infinity Futsal Arena also encourages young and aspiring futsal and football players to come and play in the arena. To make the process more rewarding, they also organize regular tournaments here. This brings in a lot of participants and also provides due recognition to the true talents of the game. This also helps in identifying hidden talents from one of the remotest parts of the country. Bibesh Gurung and his aim to promote the sporting culture and ensuring that the younger generations do not drift towards negative practices is truly commendable. He and his entire team deserve all the accolades for their efforts, and we hope that this arena comes up with some of the best futsal players of the country and the world. Our next destination, which is an age-old monastery, is located at a distance of around 16 kilometers or an hour's drive from MG Marg in Gangtok. a prominent site for the followers of Buddhists, Phurba and Kunzang had reached the famous Palkarma Zurmang Shedup Chokor Ling Lingdum Monastery, or in short, Lingdum Monastery as it is popularly known. The sprawling complex, set amid serene, forested hills, is a specimen of sacred architecture. Its exquisite murals, statues and adornments, besides the impressive scale of the edifice, brings a look of wonderment to every visitor's face. Lingdum Monastery is a Buddhist pilgrimage center following the Zurmang Kagyu section of the ancient school of Tibetan Buddhism. It is under the spiritual direction of H.E. Zurmang Gharwang Rinpoche, who is the 12th successive successor of the Kagyu section, that this was constructed. The monastery symbolizes the Tibetan Buddhist architecture, and an eye-catching portion is its apex carved with parasols, finials and pagoda roofs over a vast courtyard.
Now we are at Lingdum Monastery, also known as Rangka Monastery. It was recently built in 1999. It's a beautiful place in a quiet environment. You get lots of peace out here. Please do visit with your family, and especially the maximum people in Sikkim follow Buddhism.
नया ज़रूर है मगर बहुत खूबसूरत है। आप लोग आइए, फैमिली फ्रेंड्स के साथ आइए। इधर में आके आपको इधर हम लोग का मोंग लोग के साथ में मिल सकता है, वो लोग के साथ बातचीत कर सकते हैं, आपको सुकून मिलेगा। और आप इधर में आके स्पेशली प्रे करना मत भूलिए। अंदर में जाके प्रे करके आपको एट द एंड बहुत सुकून मिलेगा।
Sikkim has been an example for others when it comes to protecting, preserving and promoting their culture, heritage and most importantly, the environment. However, they aren't far behind in providing the necessary fun and adventure for your trip. When it comes to witnessing the beautiful city of Gangtok, there can't be a better way than flying over it like a bird. On the ropeway, you just get a glimpse of a particular stretch of the city. But now it was time for the boys to fly over their own state for a bird's eye view. It was time for some paragliding by Kunzang and Phurba. These paragliding sessions cost anywhere between 2 to 3,000 rupees per person, but the thrill that they provide is priceless. It is a great way to get rid of your fear of heights and fly over the city like a free bird. The people conducting these adventure sports, especially the pilots, are trained and approved by competent authorities, and they also maintain the highest standards of safety to ensure that your memories stay safe.
It's a new adventure. So looking forward to it. Very excited to be here.
After everything was ready and double-checked, Phurba went out flying over the Gangtok sky, witnessing the breathtaking views of the city and trying his best to get over his fear of heights. He was hesitant in the beginning, but the sportsman in him pushed hard to go ahead and face his fear. When it comes to adventure sports, Sikkim is one of the favorite destinations of the Northeast. This place has something for everyone, from a tourist to a traveler to a professional adventurer. It is not the government alone who has brought about this positive change in the state of Sikkim and showcased it as a tourism hotspot, but the combined and honest efforts of the people of the state that has created a lucrative industry for the state and its people.
Okay, take off, walk.
Next, it was time for Kunzang to try his hand at flying over the city. Around the world, paragliding is both a popular recreational and competitive sport. A paraglider is a lightweight, free-flying, foot-launched glider aircraft with no rigid primary structure. The pilot sits in a harness or lies supine in a cocoon-like speed bag suspended below in a fabric wing. The wing shape is maintained by the suspension lines, the pressure of air entering the vents in the front of the wing, and the aerodynamic forces of the air flowing over the outside. Despite not using an engine, a paraglider's flight can last many hours. Flights of 1 to 2 hours and covering some tens of kilometers is absolutely normal.
It was a nice adventure, feeling very happy after conquering the deepest fear, like fear of the height. Everyone should try, come out to Gangtok and like take out some time and visit this place, Anka, and you should definitely try this adventure tourism paragliding. It's fun and it's adventurous.
मेरे लिए ये फर्स्ट टाइम था एडवेंचर्स या पैराग्लाइडिंग बहुत अच्छा लगा सो मैं बोलना चाहूँगा कि प्लीज़ आप लोग भी ट्राई कीजिए सिक्किम नीचे से देखने में अच्छा है मगर ऊपर से देखने में और अच्छा है प्लीज़ सो एंजॉय.
In this short span of time, we went through temples, monasteries and knowledge centers. Not just that, we also went through the city streets and found our way to some football action as well. We are ending episode 1 of the Sikkim chapter of the Amazing Northeast Diaries on an adventurous note. But that's not all. We have a lot more to show you from this beautiful state. See you in the next episode of the Amazing Northeast Diaries.